Hey guys, welcome to a 5-minute Friday video. Today we're going to be working on the DRZ 400. Problems with this bike right now is the rear wheel has a lot of slop because the spokes are all loose, and we need to tighten the chain, which means we might have to take out a link, but we'll see. So let's just get right into it.
First thing we need to do is take the rear nut off. So to do that, we need a 25mm socket. After we do that, we're gonna put the bike onto a stand just to get the rear wheel off the ground, and we're gonna take the axle out. So to do that, I use a soft blow hammer or a mallet. One tricky part when you're actually taking the wheel off is you have to pull back on your caliper a little bit to get it out, because if you don't do that, on supermoto in particular, the wheel will actually hit the caliper.
Okay, so now that we have the wheel off, what we're going to be doing is putting it onto this stand over here, which means the first thing we have to do is put this through our axle. So now that we have the wheel on the stand, it can spin freely, don't have to worry about the bike falling over or anything like that. It just makes it a lot easier having a stand like this. Plus, if you have some zip ties, like I have down here, you probably can't see them, but you can put some zip ties on the side pieces over here. That way you can check if the wheel is actually in true. So as the wheel goes around, you can see that this zip tie will either move or not move. Right now it looks like it's pretty much in true already. We just have to tighten those spokes.
So something I want you to listen to before we actually tighten the spokes, this is why I needed to do this spoke tightening, is because they are so loose right now that they're actually making noise and rattling around just when the wheel is moving. So each spoke on my bike is pretty much the same looseness. So the reason why I'm just gonna do 2 turns all the way around is because if I do an unequal amount going around, one side could be tightened more than the other side, and that could either have your wheel going up and down, or it could have your wheel going side to side. Another thing you can do as well, rather than going by turns, is you can just feel as soon as one side gets tight, go to the other side, do that, and do it just like you'd be tightening bolts on, let's say, a car wheel. You want to do that in a star pattern, not just in a circle. So now that we've done that, we're gonna actually put the wheel back on, and we are going to tighten that chain up. So to do that, I'm gonna use a square. It needs to be between 40 and 50 millimeters, which is around 1.5 to 2 inches. And where that measurement is coming from is you have to measure in between the rear axle and the front sprocket. So right in between the length of the chain. So when you're tightening your chain, it's really important that you get both sides lined up properly, or else your wheel is going to be facing one way or the other. So the way you do that is there's markings on this little aluminum piece right here. There's also markings on the swing arm as well. It's really hard to see the ones on this swing arm because the swing arm is black and it's actually powder coated, but on most bikes there will be little indentations on the swing arm, and then there will be either a mark, or like on the DRZ, there's a line going onto the aluminum piece where you can line those spots up. And what you have to do is just make sure that this is the same mark that it is on the other side.
Okay, so that's gonna be it for this Fix It Friday. DRZ's all put back together, gonna take it for a ride now. If you want more videos like this, leave a comment below, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.